Buongiorno.
Oh, hello.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Topolino.
Topolino. Oh, he's
Which means
so cute.
top of the day.
No, it
Oh.
actually means it's
Like-
kind of like Mickey Mouse, or yeah, it's kind of like that. And that's what I asked the guy, because Topolina was my Minnie Mouse shirt, and he said that it basically is Minnie Mouse in Italian.
I thought he said something else.
Nope.
I'm going to have to look it up later because I don't know.
Okay.
I'm not going to look it up now because we're using my phone to record this video. Anyways, this video is about our resort stay.
At Pop Century. First time at Pop Century.
Pros and cons.
Yes.
Now, I enjoyed Pop Century.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's a great family place.
I do. I think it would be, yeah, especially for younger kids, first time visitors, for sure.
On a personal level, I prefer... Now, I've only been to one moderate resort, but next year we're planning on going back to that moderate resort.
Yes.
Oh, news flash spoiler, in case you guys don't know yet, we've already booked
We're
our
going back.
next trip.
Yeah.
2019,
Yes.
we going.
Yes.
Don't know if we said that yet. I don't think so.
I don't have my
Maybe on our
countdown.
Facebook page we've announced
Yeah,
it.
check
so
us out on Facebook at
check
Ears,
out our
etc.
Facebook page.
Yes.
Same thing as this, Ears, etc. If you like us here, you'll love us there. There's more content, more pictures.
Tons of video.
I'm clothed. Don't worry about it.
So this question was posed to me just yesterday by our fantastic travel agent, Dawn Marie, over at Once Upon a Time Vacation.
You say fantastic. I say gorgeous.
Oh, well, hey. So shout out to Dawn Marie because she is amazing.
Fantastic.
So, so maybe we'll have different pros and cons, because I know there were some things that I really liked about the room that you were just kind of like, And I don't mean to say that like negatively. I mean, we have our own opinions, but I think starting off positively about pros, I think obviously the price is a big pro. Again, if you are a family with young kids, if you're a family with teenagers, if you're a first time, or you're really not concerned about like atmosphere necessarily, or maybe it'll be fun atmosphere. Maybe it's not for couples, at least for us. But I think it's a great place to go. And the price is, it's actually higher than All Stars, but it's still value, so it's still really inexpensive.
I thought it was affordable. Plus, again, if you go through your travel agent, just use Dawn Marie.
Yes.
You can make payments, which makes it easier.
Interest
on the book.
free.
But it's a cool thing. At the same time, I'm not a huge fan. They have theming everywhere.
Yeah.
They have the giant Lady and the Tramp statues.
Cool. I
The
love
giant
Lady and the
Jungle Book ones. Plenty of pictures on Facebook. Once again, check it out.
Giant Rubik's Cube, giant Big Wheel.
And it used to be like I've seen other videos where people say, you know, when they come to Disney World, they want the resort not to be so Disney, so they get a break. And I used to be like, well, you're at Disney, you're going to get Disney.
Right.
But now I kind of get it. I mean, you spend 12 hours at the parks, whatever we do, and you get back, and there's Lady and the Tramp, and you're like, oh my gosh, I get it. We're in Disney. It's still cool to see.
Yeah.
Goofy with the surfboard and that car behind
Oh,
him.
I mean, they're all cool. We really enjoy. We have a video where we walk through the resort on Facebook. You have to check it out.
But I don't need to see that stuff all the time after a whole day at the parks and walking around. You get maybe kind of burn out a little. Maybe you don't.
Right.
And if you don't, great. But I loved all the different times, decades.
Yeah. I think that we just spent the last two of our last two vacations at Disney World. We stayed at Port Orleans Riverside, and honestly, it's gigantic. It's huge. It's spread out. So when you get back from parks and down Disney Springs and all these things, it's to me it just seems a little more quiet because everything is just kind of more dispersed. And you get back to Pop Century and it's loud and the pool is right. At least where we stayed, the pool is right there. But honestly, it's not a huge resort. So I still think that you're gonna feel and hear all of that kind of noise and hubbub, and it just kind of like I need to like take it down a notch when I get back from the park because I am like. So I think that it's a little cartoony, and I don't mean that in a mean way because I agree with Eddie. Those things in there were cool. It was cool.
And we love the cartoons. It's just you see it all day. It's like when you're at work all day. If whatever you're doing at work all day, you don't want to get home and do it at home.
Right. So I think bouncing back to maybe another pro is all the rooms there have been renovated. So all the rooms are going to be new, fresh, They've got a new, clean kind of feel. They may not be as cartoony as maybe in the past. I don't know what props rooms look like before. But honestly, there's still really cool artwork in the rooms, at the headboards. There's Murphy beds. There's actually 2 queen beds in a value. Although when you put that second bed down, there's no space for a table or anything. But they have those new barn doors that close, the sliding door that closes to the bathroom, the sink area, and then into the toilet shower area. And it honestly does create a lot of space, that especially in the shower area, because you get out of the shower and with that door, regular door, there was no room. The shower doors don't have they have no curtains anymore. They have sliding door. And I really like the shower head. I know you weren't a huge. I was wowed by it. I thought it was cool.
I think I still had to kind of duck a little.
Oh, okay.
It's not that I didn't like the shower head. It's just that it was kind of like here on me, so I'd have to go.
But it had that other attachment that you could take off, and you could. I mean, it was just neat. It was an updated shower head. There is still only one sink there. There was a little more counter space. The safe.
So see, that's another thing we liked about the deluxe better.
Not deluxe, the moderate deluxe.
Is we had 2 sinks, so getting ready together in the morning was a breeze. There's nothing worse than when I'm doing my hair and she spits out her toothpaste.
Ew, no, I don't do that. So newly renovated rooms. There's no carpet in the room, so if you're a carpet person, I don't know, but it was nice.
And one thing I was curious about is the dispensers now.
Oh,
no more little bottles.
No, which is fine.
You got the dispensers, and I was a little bit weary about it, but I actually liked it. There's nothing. They got the shampoo, the conditioner, and the body wash.
Yep.
So if you want shampoo, you're good. Just same down the line.
Yeah.
And it wasn't like something where anyone can just get in and put in some foreign substance.
No.
Which I think was my main concern. I'm like, how do I know the last person in here didn't put soda in or something
weird?
Gross.
So I mean, I do love the little bottles they used to give, but it's probably good that they didn't have them there, because I would probably hoard them all and they'd be my house.
Because it's a good product, right? The H2O.
It is very good product. They actually sell the product in the gift shop, and it wasn't the exact same. They had the same scent in the gift shop. They actually had some other scents as well. Some of those other scents were like $30 a bottle, and they were even small.
Pricey stuff.
But I think that with a dispenser, you don't have to worry about like undoing the top, and it just was very convenient, very efficient, very clean and nice.
I was saying, it's better than I thought. But now we're going to get to what I call my biggest con.
I think it's going to be mine too.
And again, I think it's all because of Port Orleans Riverside spoiling us.
Just a tad.
The first time I ever went with my wife, we went to All Star Sports, which for the first time it was fine. But when you're taking a bus to the parks, Disney Springs, the water parks, wherever, you have this roped off line that you have to wait in. And
in the front of the resort.
You're standing in the sun.
There's no coverage. None.
So then when we went 4 years later for the second time and we decided to go to Port Orleans Riverside, they have these covered benches.
Well, they're covered like it's a covered like almost like
a bus stop.
Yeah, it's a bus depot. They're covered. There are benches underneath.
And at Riverside, at least, too, there's like 4 or 5 stops around the resort. So sure, you got to wait more, but we always like going that first stop in the morning. We're like the first ones on the bus.
Yeah.
And you don't wait in line for a certain park. You just wait till the bus comes by. You look at the name on the side of it. Okay, this one's not going to the park we want. Maybe it's the next one.
Right.
And you just get on when you want. So the line kind of disperses. You're not really standing in line. You just get on the bus when it gets there.
Right. Yeah. So I mean,
towards
it's
the
huge.
front, if you wait till the front, you get more people waiting sometimes, and maybe you don't get on. But we have not had that problem, not once.
Not Riverside now.
At Riverside.
There again, buses across the board. I think there's always a wait. There's always like, oh my gosh, and then there's the possibility of being in there like sardines. But I mean, every single bus depot at Riverside it's a covered spot with benches. So that we totally forgot about that, and I didn't think that was going to be an issue. But like when you're waiting outside in the morning and it's blazing hot, and thank God it wasn't raining. But I mean, it was not comfortable. It was not fun.
It wasn't a great way to start each park day.
No. So, and then, I know that they have them there, but they didn't have them all across there, but they have them also at all the resorts now, where they have a TV screen that will tell you when the expected time for the next bus is going to be there. So that was the biggest con for us. That
Well,
was
so
not
yeah,
fun.
you're back to waiting in line in the sun, and
For a bus ride.
I know it's not just me, but I want to say every park day we had, our line was huge at the park we were going to. So if we were going to Magic Kingdom, that was a huge line.
And you
then
looked
you
over,
look down
yeah.
the way Hollywood Studios and Epcot has like 5 or 6 people waiting in, and we're like, oh, sweet. So we go to Epcot the next day. That one has a line. Magic Kingdom has no line. It was like that every day.
I think they just were wanting to follow us around.
Maybe they followed us on YouTube or Facebook,
Maybe.
Instagram.
I don't know. So I'm trying to think what else is a pro or a con about the resort. Again, if you're a first-time visitor to Walt Disney World, I think it's a great place to start to kind of get used to how things go. It's a great price. It's a value.
If you have a family, I think the values are the way to go. You save money, and I think you can still have fun.
Yeah.
But once you start moving up, once you get to that moderate resort, I think you feel like,
You get
I
a
don't know if
little
I can go
spoiled.
back to that.
Get a little spoiled. Well, I think something else that was kind of nice about this particular resort is there's a walkway to Art of Animation, so it's kind of nice that you can kind of go over. I did notice that their pools had where you can't resort pool hop, but you can at least walk over to Art of Animation. We didn't get a chance to get in to see their food court, which we've heard is one of the better food courts at the whole Walt Disney World, or their gift shop. But you have that ability to do that, and you can walk around, and it's a beautiful area. That lake out there was really nice, although they are doing construction for the gondola system there, but it still was nice. So it's got nice walkways. You've got access to two resorts.
There's so much to see
Yeah.
for the eyes.
Yeah, a lot.
But it is, like she said, especially around the pool area, it's a little loud.
Yeah.
And that's another one of my kind of cons is I like going to the resort pools, getting a beer from the bar, and sitting by the pool and relaxing. This bar was kind of outside the gated area.
Yeah.
So when I got my beer, then I had to go like key in, or I think it just opened at that one.
It just opened, yeah. Well, there's probably
And
no
then
one
sit
wants to
down.
hop and resort pool hop.
Yeah, it
It's
wasn't.
not. There's no values. There's no,
no theming.
slides, and there's no
hot tubs.
no. So
Still a fun pool. Everyone was having fun.
yeah.
We just sat back, had a couple drinks, but the bar is still kind of ways away. Whereas at other resorts I've went to, I'm kind of like right there.
Right.
I can grab my beer and then sit down
Right.
in a little lounger.
So I think these are all just personal. There's no dings against the resort because I think it's a great resort.
I'd go again if I was trying to save money, but we try to budget it out, plan ahead so we can make payments, and yeah, we're totally going back to Port Orleans Riverside.
Yeah.
I really enjoyed Pop Century. I love the theming. I love the signs they have up around talking about the different decades and what was going on.
Oh yeah, it was fun.
It was fun.
Mm-hmm.
But we are Port Orleans people until we finally find a way to budget to maybe a deluxe sometime.
Yacht Club.
So do you have any questions about any resorts or comments that you've been to or would like to know about?
Comment below, share, like, subscribe, and also get in touch with Dawn Marie at Once Upon a Time Vacations because
You won't regret it. She's fantastic.
yes.
Also remember, we're on Facebook, also Ears Etc. Check us out there. Instagram.
Jenny the Pooh 71, JENNIE the Pooh 71. That's like Winnie the Pooh, except it's Jenny the Pooh.
So that's it for this one. We got more videos. We're still going to talk about more stuff, especially Epcot food and wine.
Tons to talk about. But check us on, again, Facebook because we have so much content
Like
on there.
live videos of us eating the food.
Yes.
So stay tuned for more tall tales.
And short stories.
Thanks, everybody.
Bye.